Muktuk Adventures is where we'd begin. Just outside of Whitehorse, this lodge is home to over 100 dog sledding canines. Although we'd arrived before the snow, our host, Manuela, and her team would give us a dry run of this ancient form of transportation.
Manuela was telling us that she trains the dogs now for when the snow actually comes, right?
Yeah, that's correct. We're gonna get them ready for winter season.
What do we need to expect here?
We're gonna get rolling pretty quick. I'll just explain to the girls a little bit what we're gonna do as well, because the dog's gonna get pretty excited and noisy. So what we do when we go out there, girls, we're gonna have to harness the dogs. So we have to put them the harness on so we can hook them up. And you can help me with that. There's some dogs who are really calm with that process, but once we start hooking them up, they're going to get really excited. They're going to be barking a lot, so we'll just stay back at the ATV and just don't get scared. Once we get going, they all settle down again. Well done.
He's beautiful though, isn't he? Yeah.
Where do I have thread?
Everybody drives a car, everybody's going far. 0 to 60, catch me. Sometimes people sleep, thoughts they start to creep into their minds like I don't understand. Where are we going? What does this all mean? Is this my life? Or some kind of a crazy dream? Wake up, wake up.
I love how Homer, the non-husky, is leading the way. That dog has truly found its calling in life.
Like Manuela, she knows each of the dogs intimately. She knows their personality, she knows what they like, where they need to be positioned on the line. Even Tink and Homer at the front here, Homer's strong, but Tink is the brains. She pushes him to go the right way, and that was really cool to see too.
From here, where are we going? What does this all mean? Is this my life? Or some kind of a crazy dream? Wake up, wake up.
Day 2 in the Yukon. I'm nursing a bit of a cold, so I'm going to try and flush it out in the Canoeing River with a cold water plunge and then a sauna. Are you coming in, boy? Are you coming in? Is that good?
So in the Yukon, we decided it would be a good Canadian experience to get in a canoe with our girls and put the camera crew in another canoe and to travel down the Tikini River, which was supposed to be a beautiful little jaunt. Parenthood is a very balanced collaboration of trying not to control your kids, but also trying to keep them safe. And the canoe was this experience in a nutshell.
I was excited at first. I was like, oh, canoeing, I get to do something fun for once. We got in and I was super excited at first.
So Quinn really wanted to paddle on a canoe. She's never paddled a canoe before, but we thought, let's give her the experience.
We just thought it'd be a leisurely canoe trip.
And then as we got farther into the river, I started to be scared, and my dad scolded me for going into a current on accident.
I did not scold Quinn.
Joel did not scold Quinn. If you've ever paddled a canoe before, you know that you need to pick up the paddle once it's out of the water and put it back in to go forward.
She had her paddle, and the water wasn't really deep, and she stuck it in, and it got caught on something underneath the canoe, and the whole canoe tipped, and so
And it was very scary because it was fast-moving river water, it was ice cold, and in my mind I was thinking, worst case scenario, how do I keep everybody alive?
Yeah, I think I elevated my voice when I think about it.
Joel was trying very hard to tell Quinn how to paddle, and Quinn got tired because the river was strong and it was hard to do. And she didn't want anybody to tell her how to do it. She wanted to figure it out for herself. It just wasn't one of those moments where you let them figure it out for themselves. It was about not tipping over.
I do have, admittedly, a dad voice that she calls my dad voice. So I might have used that, but I didn't scold her. It's not just about everything being perfect, because that's not real. It's about the challenges that we go through, and travel gives us that. And that's what we experienced here today. And she's a little mad at me, but I'm glad we went through this experience. The girls may not have enjoyed themselves canoeing, and yes, they were both a little upset. But it was nothing some fetch with the dogs, time by the fire, and watching the northern lights couldn't fix.